Okay, guys. Anyone out there? Is this a better connection, guys? Let me know if it is. Give me a sign. Give me a sign. Oh, I've got hearts. That means it's a better connection. Awesome. Okay, well, let's flip you guys back around. Oh, yay! I'm so excited to see you guys, too. Look at that. We're getting even patriotic hearts in there. I wonder if they do that. All right, hang on. Here we go. Okay, I'm mounting you guys back up onto my car. There we go. So for anyone who's just tuning in now and didn't see that little snafu we had before, I'm going to do a top tip of the day every day. And hi, OTR Truckers. I think I saw you on another thread too, or another thing. Fort Bragg. Awesome, Tammy. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Hello, Lizzo Merrick. Hello. Okay, so the hot tips of the day I'm going to do every day. And most of the time they're going to have to do with food or cooking or baking or cakes. Sometimes it'll be life tips. Things that I think. So maybe it's just opinions. So maybe some days you're going to get a top opinion of the day. Oh, you follow me every time I get on Periscope? Yay! Thank you. So if you guys have requests for what you find interesting or might want to know more about, type them down there. Don't eat yellow snow. Well, thank you, Lady P's Cupcakery. Being in Buffalo, that's actually a little bit of a handy tip. We give it to our kids when they're like a year and a half old. So if there's something you like in particular, go ahead and type it down there. But for today, I'm going to talk to you about whisks. In the opening little thingamabobber doohickey that you saw, you know what, this feels really close to me. Oh well. In my little opening thing, you saw that I had whisks. A bunch of them. Can you count? 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I know that was kind of tough to see. Here, let's move you just a little bit. And I'm going to see if I can get just a little more distance. Yes, you're in my car. Don't ask why. It's just easier this way. Okay. Oh, more space. Good. Okay, so I have 4 whisks. And they each have different shapes and different sizes. And I have a reason for this. It's not just that I'm neurotic. Well, it kind of is. But no one whisk does it all. And I feel this way about a lot of things, including recipes and fondants and tools. And we always seem to be looking for that, like, one does it all type thing. Yet, come on, guys. We're cakers. We hoard tools. Just go buy one for each need you have. Yes, I'm giving you permission to go shopping. So if you're getting in trouble with significant others, you can blame me, but only for 24 hours because that's all this Periscope will be up for. Actually, I'm loading them onto YouTube, but they won't be up for a few days. Listen here, Lizzo, fondant. You know, I had this discussion with Duff. I have it with Avalon on a routine basis. It's fondant. Okay, so I have 4 whisks. What do I use them for? This little guy is kind of... Clearly, it's for small uses, and I use it a lot for just scrambling up. Like if I have 2 eggs I have to mix up, this is perfect. It's small. It's pretty rigid for its size. I mean, just for size comparison, it's about the height of my hand. And it's great for little things, for just little mixing up eggs or whatnot. Then I have 2 that look kind of same. These are both balloon whisks, and they're different heights. And they have different levels of ballooning at the top. This one I use I use both of them really to incorporate like dry ingredients if I don't need to really sift them, but I want to mix them up just a little bit. Sometimes these just do the trick. For looser batters, like a pancake batter that, you know, you still want some lumps in, you don't want a really, really fine mix. These are great. And for things like whipped cream, yes. I have been known to whip whipped cream and meringues by hand. And these are really, really great for that. They're big, so they incorporate a lot of air. They get a lot of egg whipped up, moved, and air incorporated by using them. These are a really great all-around whisk. And I have different sizes just for different applications, because sometimes this is just too darn big, and sometimes this will do the trick. My all-around whisks. Pretty much, except where do I like to buy my kitchen tools? Anywhere I find them, honestly. Probably my favorite place to go if I can really treat myself and I want something really kind of industrial is the local restaurant equipment supply store. They're in a lot of areas they're open to the public, and ours here, if you're in the Western New York area, it's I I think it's Buffalo Restaurant Supply. They're in Amherst, and I love them, but honest to goodness, anywhere I find them at Bed Bath & Beyond, Target. Hi, Rayette M. Thank you for joining us. And so my last whisk, I'll tell you about Fondant in a moment, or on my next one. But yes, I do have plans to tell you about Fondant. So my last whisk, if you notice, is very long and narrow, especially compared to this. What is this good for? Pastry cream. I know that sounds really specific, but when I was in culinary school, which is what this tape is from, and I'll never take it off because I miss my friends desperately. When I was in in pastry school, I had to master pastry cream, and it couldn't have lumps. And I found that no matter what I did with this, I couldn't get into. It's not the size of the whisk. Actually, size does matter, Lizzo Merrick. Who agrees? Size matters. I couldn't get into the corners of the pots with this while I was cooking my pastry cream, and that would leave lumps that would, you know, really not blend it out very well. See, everybody agrees. Size matters, Liz. So there. Oh, you know what? A lot of those things are getting. Let's tilt you down just a little. Okay. So this gets into those sides really well, and because this is so tight, it really it cuts through and cuts through and cuts through again, really close to each other when you're whipping through and stirring things in your pot. But because it's so narrow, it doesn't incorporate a lot of air, which is great for something like a boiled custard. This is good for incorporating air. Custard, whipped cream. Custard, scrambled eggs. Custard, balloon whisk. So yeah, so I'm this way with a lot of ingredients, a lot of recipes. Fondant is actually one of those ingredients that I'm that way about. I don't rely on one fondant for any one thing. I have fondants that I like for sculpting. I have fondants I like for modeling. I have fondants that I like for plain covered tiered cakes. I have fondants I like for tiered cakes that are going to get luster dusted. I'm picky. I have about 5 fondants I use. And I always have Wilton in my kitchen because Lizzo Merrick, I make your fondant with it. So that's the only reason I have Wilton in my kitchen. But I make my own sometimes too. It really depends on what I'm doing. So I don't believe in the having one does it all. I have a vanilla cake recipe that I recently shared with you guys. I like it for tiered cakes. And last weekend, Liz's fondant is amazing, Rayette. It absolutely is. I used my vanilla cake recipe last weekend to do a sculpted cake. Granted, I made it chocolate, but that's really besides the point. But I knew it was great with tiered cakes, but I hadn't tried sculpting it, and I love it sculpted. So it's got 2 uses, but I don't like it as a cupcake recipe. I have a favorite cupcake recipe, and I will always keep it as my favorite cupcake recipe. It just domes perfectly. I don't believe in a one-size-fits-all anything, especially shirts. Girls with curves, you know what I'm talking about. The Grumpy Cat was amazing. Thank you. She's gotten really good reviews, and actually I'll have a tutorial coming for her soon. I recorded everything I did. I don't think I goofed up too much. I was a little odd, but yeah, I'll have that coming real soon. Actually, I have so much stuff for you guys real soon. I just gotta get on it. I have it sitting in my files. So these are my whisks. If you guys have any requests, we had Fondant, and I can talk to you about the Fondant brands I do use. If you have any other requests for, you know, top tips, things you might like me to talk about briefly on these daily, let me know right down there. Oh, the tiny whisk is good for pointing too. See, pointing. Yeah, so I love hanging out with you guys. And hearts right back to you. I love hanging out with you guys, and I promise it won't always be inside my car with whisks. It's a little strange, but welcome to Kara's world. This is what I do. It's what I love to do. We love you, lady. I love you too, Patty. Thank you. I know, I'm sorry. Every time I have to read, I have to get really, really close. I think I actually need reading glasses. Oh, well. We're going to have to find some that rock. But, alrighty, guys. I am going to I left my little one in the house napping, so I'm gonna go in and do that, because we know what happened last time he was left alone with my phone, and he decided to hold a Periscope of his own. So I'm gonna go see if he's woken up yet, and we have to get prepared for the fireworks tonight. Maybe I'll share some of the fireworks with you. I'm going up to UB, University of Buffalo, New York, North Campus at Baird Point, and they have one of the most spectacular shows. Beautiful music playing the whole time. It's over a lake. Baird Point is over a lake. There's some beautiful monuments there that they light up beautifully. It's really a great place to go, and you can, because it's so open, you get to see the sun setting and the sky just glowing, wonderful rainbow of colors. So that's what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll share it with you. I think I'll share it with you, because I gotta come back and say hi. But thank you for joining me, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.